So I'm calling this particular episode Miseducation with Moxie, and I just have to sort of give you guys like a disclaimer. Basically, when I do these things, I always try to. It's like a balancing act of how much I'm gonna let you really into what's going on in my life, but it's important for me to share what's kind of happening because I think that it's all about the human experience. You know what I mean? Like my story is different than yours, but at the end of the day, it's still the same. You know what I mean? So I am actually right now. I'm in New York City. I've been here in New York for the last, gosh, it's gonna be a little over a month now. Lots of crazy abrupt changes, crazy changes have kind of brought me to this point. But I think that what's happened over the last 2 months of my life have been really defining moments for me. I don't know. It's like I literally feel like I shed this layer of not so much fear, but this little shell that was around me that wasn't allowing me to, I don't know, to really be like the person that I really feel like I am inside. So in the last 2 months, especially in the last month, in the last week, last day even, I'm taking steps towards doing something really so much more like steps in my career that I've always wanted to do. But it doesn't even have to be really about career. It's just more about life. And I guess in a nutshell, well, not really a nutshell. There's nothing I ever do on this thing is ever a nutshell, but do what makes you happy, if that makes any sense, which it really should. I think growing up, like my whole life, and maybe most people, you kind of do things to not most people, I'm just saying for myself, I've always been very aware of how, of like my family, like I really want my family to be proud of me, and I've always been very much aware of them when I make certain decisions in my life. Not that it's the decisions I'm making are crazy, but it's just I've just been very much aware. But in the last, like I said, really in the last 2 months, I'm making decisions that will both make my family proud, but more feel good to me. You know, I've been like super blessed to have like met the most amazing people. I have really great friends that I feel like really mirror where I want to be in my life. And I hope that I am a good example to them the way they're an example to me. So I guess the reason why I would say the reason why I wanted to use the Miseducation is because one, the Miseducation Lauryn Hill, I mean, is an amazing album, but it's kind of like ironic, like I went to school, went to college, like I've done a lot of things like in my career, but there's like the basic thing that I feel like not so much that I've been miseducated on, but maybe I sort of missed the boat on, but maybe it's a learning something, is that it's okay to make decisions and take steps in the direction that I want to take my life in, and to commit to it, and to know that it is at the end of the day, I'm not going to regret any decisions that I've made. I'm just going to do really what's best for me, and I know that I work hard. So I know, again, this is one of those, like, I'm not going to call it like a rant, but it's definitely something I hope I make sense in this one. I'm going to accompany an actual like written blog on my blog, MyssMoxie.com, and I want to, gosh, I can't remember what I was going to call it, but it's going to be pretty genius. Excuse me. Oh yeah, and if you want to like see more what's going on, like just in my life, like outside of Myss Moxie, make sure you hit up hiphollywood.com. I just went to Jazz Fest, and that was pretty awesome. So yeah, if I don't know, if you guys have stories to share, just really about like taking steps in shedding, the layer, like stepping out of and not living in fear. Please do like hit me up, and you can leave comments on the YouTube page, or you can hit me up on my blog. I'm gonna do a written one, like I said. So I really enjoy reading what you guys have to say, and I think that at the end of the day, like just sharing our stories and I don't know, just sharing how we are similar even in our differences really means a lot. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon back in LA. Crazy. So yes, MyssMoxie.com, and I will talk to you guys soon.